nobody's on the stream right now, but I just wanted to say hello to those who may be watching the VOD. So we're just gonna do some chill gaming tonight. Maybe hear a little bit of podcasting stories, whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out as we go. But for now, I'm gonna play some Minecraft. So let me just turn it back a little bit, and we'll get going on some Minecraft. Now, I will say my Minecraft world is not up to date, as you can see. Hold on. In this bottom corner down here, it says it's 1.21.1 and it's modded. That's because I have shaders on and everything, and I just started to update the game. So that's fine with me because I've been busy as heck and don't really feel like updating it right now. So I will show you around in my Minecraft world, even though we're kind of down here. I'll get to this part in a second, but yeah, so we're gonna go off this way. My automatic doors. This door up. I go out here. I'm gonna go into this little starter house here that I made like a week or so ago. This will be like where we start the tour. Spawn point set, because I destroyed the previous bed, so this is a little house that I made. I got the inspiration on Pinterest. Excuse me. Pinterest. So you can see out there a little preview of what we got. A pillar of lava. No big deal, right? No big deal. No big deal. So, this is like this little fortress castle place that I've been making over the past few months or so. I haven't been really consistent in playing Minecraft, but yeah, it started out as like this really big tall tower, and then I just kind of built a wall around it, built an entrance to it, and yeah, so we'll take you, how do I want to do this? Roll, how do I want to do this? I'll take you up here first, so we'll go up this tower. And so I made this tree a couple days ago, actually. And so this is actually kind of like the first like artificial tree that I made. And I'm really proud of it. I really liked how I did it with all the leaves and everything. Now keep in mind, throughout this entire world I went back and forth between survival and creative. I made this tree in creative mode. But most of this has been done in survival mode. Like, I collected all the materials to make the stone, to build that thing, to build all this. Yeah. So yeah, this is like the tree. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and go across this bridge. I made this like little like river thing that goes underneath the wall into the ocean. I made this bridge to here. And over here, we have my little farm area. Now, it's not super big yet, but it will become more bigger. Oh, and it's now raining. Wonderful. That's awesome. Originally, the farm area that I had was up here, actually. It's up these stairs. It was just right here. It's very small, but, I will definitely be turning this, taking all this away, replacing it. I don't know what to replace it with yet, but we'll eventually. So I'm just kind of thinking towards like this being like, you know, a castle that warriors could be in and train and create food. My entire plan overall for this will go this way because I don't have a staircase up there yet. should have, but not yet. They're going up over this way. Yeah. So where was I? Right. I was talking about soldiers theoretically thinking like, you know, well, maybe soldiers would like to live in these things, and that they would be like these soldiers like all watching all these things. If you're hearing that noise, it sounds like it's beating. I'll show you where that's coming from later, but like around this area, there's a little like machine thing going on around there. So yes, this is the wall that I made. I'm pretty proud of this wall. This wall didn't actually take me very long to make, but I'm pretty proud of it. So I'm thinking, along with that house and hallway, like around here, make like a little village area, buildings and things, and then be like a pretend little town area. And so that's nice. Nice, really. Yeah, it's nice to really think about doing that. So I'll go down here. Just take fall damage, no big deal. Have these stairs leading up to this side of the wall that overlooks the farm and like a little walking area place yet. And I have these stairs leading up to here. Originally, there was this entire entryway up to there that was around here. And this was basically glass all around. It'd be like a greenhouse kind of thing. Got stuck. And then there would be like stairs going up there and whatnot, but you know, this actually looks a lot better, especially with what kind of stairs I have going on the inside. But I won't show you the inside yet until we work on the outside. So I have some windows peering into there. You can see, actually, you can see, you can see some of these machines that I have going on here. These dupe machines. I fell for it the other day. I fell for diamond duping. I was looking to see like a get rich quick scam in Minecraft. It was actually quite funny on how gullible I am thinking about that. Just check something really quick. I'm very gullible when it comes to Minecraft and video games and such. That zombie, I'll also show you where that comes from in a second too. So I have this set of stairs going up into here, and that set of stairs goes up to there. And then this is also just another entrance inside. So now let's start from bottom to top, and I'll show you the rest of the rest of my bottom room later, explaining everything that's happening over here. Like down here is where I'm doing most of my work now, and like renovating and things like that. But let's go up here. I'm thinking about turning this into like a mess hall of sorts, you know, and have like this back counter be like, you know, the kitchen part of it. Once I get rid of these stairs that are over up here that kind of led to the farming area, the roof will be higher, and I'll definitely have more room to put an actual kitchen in place. Definitely have these like arch type windows that I like a lot. Definitely keeping those. Next, I don't know what I'm gonna replace this farm area with yet. I'm still thinking about that, but most of my farm supplies and food and stuff is up here, but I'm gonna need to do that soon. Next stairs. Going up here, this used to be like a crafting kind of station for me, and then I have my enchanting table up here as well, along with some building tools and things. These are probably most of this stuff I will be moving to the downstairs eventually. I might keep this area up here for the next level down, be like a enchanting library kind of thing, maybe. And move the mess hall to the third level. No, that wouldn't make sense. I might have, okay, thinking through about like a wizard's tower kind of thing. Maybe have the enchanting be up here, and then like magic with lightning and everything coming down over here. Who knows? I don't know. I'm weird. But I like being weird, so just leave me alone if you don't like that I'm weird. Don't like that I'm weird, then you can just leave. Then this would be like the crow's nest kind of things. Archers, cannonballs, things like that. And then this entire lava pillar that I have, that is what I like to call the trash chute. So, if anything, I would open this up and then drop my trash in, close the door. And so, I'll show you on the next level down, because it's on each level kind of has, except for the crow's nest, has this like, glass pillar kind of thing protecting it. And then these exposed copper trap doors be like the chutes where you open it and then you just but I put in like full blocks, so it's not like I press Q to drop it. But the last thing I want to show you is like this tower kind of thing. It's like a quick escape down. Quick escape down. So you can see down there I have a water at the bottom of the tower. So simply, if I aim correctly, which I think I'm at the right spot, if I just open this, yep, perfect landing, and then just land all the way at the bottom. So that's like a really quick, easy way for me to get down here at the bottom. Same if I were to just, I will always eventually need to just go down, so I just up down. But I just always need to double check and make sure I'm hitting the bottom, or I'm aiming correctly so I don't die. But anyway, so down here, these little machines that I have, they're not really like dupe machines, but they're carpet fuel. They're carpet fuels. That way, whatever I put in this chest, the hopper will direct into the furnace, and then the furnace will direct it into here. And so I have a bunch of stone that's been smelted. I need to replace that glass block. And then so much stone, a lot of stone. Because the plan is to turn all of this into this kind of stone. To like the blocky kind of stone. And over here, this is my iron farm. And so there's this like little mechanism that I have in place, like down here. I don't remember exactly where down here it is. Probably above, probably right underneath where all my dupers are, but simply put it, I have 3 villagers down there and a zombie. Zombies in a boat, and then the villagers are just like, panicking everywhere we go. And so, every now and then, a iron golem will spawn into this little water area, and because how the water's placed, it'll guide it into this little lava square cube place. And then it'll burn to death. And not evil, right? And then down here in this chest is all the iron ore and then this lead that I keep. So keep the lead. It's a lead. And then, all this is iron galore. It will need to clean out all these poppies, carpet, things, and then dirt, and then yay, iron galore! So that's the iron farm. Have no trouble needing to find iron now because of that. So yeah, that's great. Let me just take care of all this trash really quick. What's really odd about my trash chute, though, is that you have to be at like the certain angle in order for things to go in there. It's very odd, but it's still effective. And so, I had this original idea when I had these dupers into place, because you see all that carpet that's just loose now, and it's just on, just chilling out over there. I was thinking of putting like dupers all underneath there, and then it would lead to lava, but I just couldn't figure out how to make that work, per se. So, these pillars of water is actually the water source for the farm. At thought it would be pretty cool if there was like an actual instance of like, you know, oh, castle's under attack. Like whoever's like living down here soldier-wise would just be able to go up here and then go fight. They would trample the crops for sure, but you know, it's easier than having to like, you know, where I'm planning on having like the barracks for people to sleep in. It's over here this way. And all along down this hallway. I might push it out this way, but pushing it this way is kind of risky because the river that I've made is on the other side of this wall. But this would be where the soldiers would sleep on rotation. Can't really push it this way because the staircase that leads up to the top is over here. I could like go down one block and push out this way, but that would push it to the bigger room. So if anything, we'd have to go this way if we were gonna expand the barrack area. And then this would be like, you know, check-in area kind of thing. I like literally just did this today. But anyway. So there's that, and then this is my little escalator to my mines. So here's I missed it. I have to wait for the next one. Here it comes. Push on forward. And we're just gonna go down. This took me about an hour to make. I was originally gonna have so many carts going, but they all kept hitting each other and reversing course and then not coming back. And so, yeah, that was the one part that sucked. But, as you can see, I'm not at bedrock. I'm actually at, oops, didn't mean to do that. I'm at, you can see up in the block area of this F3 menu, I'm at -52. Research says that at level -52 and -54 are the best levels to find diamonds. And so because I can't have a diamond duper because they're fake and the internet screwed me over, I will be creating what's called a diamond mine or a diamond farm, but it's not really like a farm that just produces things out of like midair, but it's actually like a machine that like spills out TNT, explodes things, and exposes diamonds for you. I have instructions on how to build those from a YouTube video, but I have not had the chance to build it yet. So that might be today's thing, is to build that, but don't know for sure yet. Don't mind me, I'm gonna eat a pretzel with a ranch on it because I'm starving. So like I had a short dinner, but I didn't have much with dinners, and I had just snacks with me. I also have carrots and ranch, so it's not just pretzels and ranch, but eating healthy is good for you. I don't know what I'm gonna do over here. I like cleaned it all out today as well. Yeah, but I might start by, you know, fixing this wall. See, now we're actually getting into gameplay. You're not actually gonna watch me play Minecraft. Actually do need to get more blocks. I will need the later though. But he's okay. Oh. Get all first. Oh. I will say I have never completed Minecraft before. Like I've never like finished defeated the Ender Dragon. I just like how relaxing it is. I don't mind like, you know, getting all the right levels and the enchantments and the Ender Eyes, defeating Endermen and whatnot. Because that part of Minecraft was just never interesting for me. I like the building aspect of it, but also like Stardew Valley, I like gathering the resources of it, so I always play in survival mode unless I'm like making things that I don't have the materials for. And then I will go into creative mode and build the machine and then go back into survival mode. This was the excuse me, staircase that led into my original mine, but it is now closed for business, so because we now have that mine there. So just nobody has to know. Nobody gets to know. Except you guys, of course, whoever's watching right now. Which I don't think anybody is, but that's just that's okay. I don't mind. I always play alone. Have to fix that. Fix this too. Ah! No, that's okay. Luckily, I have a spare bucket of water in the chest, so I can just easily replace that. But I am gonna do that, so it's consistent. Consistency is key. And continuity. If you don't know and you're watching the VOD, I'm going to school for film, and so continuity is like this big thing for me. I am a continuity fanatic. I must have continuity, or else I will not be happy. And continuity is such a big thing in film nowadays. Because, like, I used to watch Gilmore Girls on a regular basis before I was like, I'm not really interested anymore, and then stopped watching it. But there's such inconsistency and no continuity with like the colored mugs that the characters had. And I'm like, pick a color. And I realized it was actually before they had like set roles on a set, a like professional set that was just made for continuity, and that kind of like fascinated me. But continuity is such like it's a detailed oriented thing, and I'm very detail oriented, and having that continuity is very important. So anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk about continuity. You now know how very important continuity is to me. You have received a gold star. You know how important this is now. So now I'm just replacing the floor because I was going to do it eventually. Might as well do it now. We're just gonna take care of cleaning. There's some point tonight that I will be playing with some friends in Stardew Valley. But I have not heard what time we're playing it. So if it gets to like 8 o'clock and I have not heard from them, we either just keep playing Minecraft, or I may switch over to Splatoon 3 on the Switch. I got a capture card for Christmas, so I can actually now show you guys Nintendo content. Or I may start over in Animal Crossing. I've been thinking about blowing up my island and starting that over on stream it for you guys, and you guys would be on the adventure. You're watching just a random VOD to hear me podcast about these things. I feel like my life's not very interesting to podcast very much, but I don't know. I'm proving already that I could just talk about anything, like especially continuity with things I'm learning in school. So maybe that isn't an issue for me. Maybe not. We'll find out. But that one, continuity. Don't want anyone to like dig up this block or this block and see that it doesn't match. I really don't like that. Boom. Hold on. I'm gonna change the music really quick because this sounds very like not great. It sounds too spooky for it to be relaxing Zelda music. No, not jazz. Let's see here. What do I have on just my feed on YouTube? '90s chill lo-fi. See what that sounds like. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, we'll do that one. '90s chill lo-fi stream. It's 11 hours long, so I'm sure we'll have plenty of variety. These things out of the way. Let's see. Let me talk about my day. What was my day like? Well, today is a Monday, for me at least. And so today I had a online class this morning, a remote class, and it was my script writing class. And so I'm in the script writing class. We're learning how to format scripts and how to write them, what makes characters good, and our character arcs and everything. So this week we're working on characters because our final project is to write a 10 to 20 page script. That's like a short film. The clear beginning, middle, end, yada yada yada. So our homework for this week is to come up with character bios for our script, and then we can start writing the script. And so my script, we're gonna do this I'm gonna do this like horror thriller escapade, which is very off for me because I don't watch horror movies, but like I don't know, it was something different and I wanted to give it a shot. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Put that one there. That one there. And it's not even really horror. There's no monsters or anything in there. It's just like thrillers and jump scares. Because the idea is that this character hears a rumor about a haunted house in her local area, decides to go and explore it despite the advice from her friend that says to not go because it sounds like what's the word? It doesn't sound legit. It's just a rumor, and the main character didn't do her research, so she doesn't know that. And so she goes and gets scared and blamed for breaking and entering and whatnot, and then her friend says, "Who played the prank?" It wasn't the friend, by the way, it was somebody else. It is gonna be somebody else. But yeah, that's the idea. That's all I've gotten with the idea so far, so don't quote me on it if it changes. Because, like, you said it was gonna be like this. I'm like, I didn't say it was gonna be like anything, it's just an original idea. And in today's class, we did a writing exercise about a character facing or avoiding something that they're afraid of. And I don't think I really did that, but I did somewhat of it. I basically started writing for the script with this exercise. I wrote a potential scene for the script, and it was the main character entering the haunted house. Entering the haunted house, and, you know, the front door slams shut, and she starts to actually get afraid. Like, be afraid of what she just brought herself into. Like, what did she do this time? What not? And so, yeah. The whole goal for this character is that, you know, she's really stubborn and gullible, will believe anything she hears, and is stubborn about actually doing her research. And, like, if someone says no, she's just gonna do whatever she can for it to happen anyways. And so that's why, like, she goes and explores the haunted house anyways. But, like, the reason why she wants to go is because, like, most of her life, before she met this friend, she was called a chicken and a scaredy cat and things, so she doesn't want to be seen as that anymore. And wants to prove, not only to herself, but to the people around her, that she's not afraid of anything, but in reality, she's actually very afraid what's behind the doors of the haunted house. She does believe in ghosts, like, who doesn't? I believe in ghosts. I believe ghosts and spirits and demons and things are real. But I'm also, like, not afraid of them because, you know, they don't hold power over me because God is the one who holds the true power. And yes, I am a Christian, so if you're watching the VOD and you're wondering, like, how deep is she gonna go? I'm gonna go as deep as I want to because this is my stream, and if you don't like that, then you can go away. You don't have to keep listening to me. I'm not gonna force you to keep listening to me talk about these things, but this is what I believe, so this is what I'm gonna share. Because I believe everybody should hear it at least once in their life. Hear about the good news that they can be saved. They can be saved if they just, you know, put their faith and trust in Jesus and what he has done for us. And, like, it's really awesome what Jesus did for us, because, like, no other person on earth would be able to do what he did over 2,000 years ago. And I'm still finding that to be like, whoa, that's huge, that's really big. And I grew up in the church, and I've believed in all of this since I was a little kid. And so, you know, I'm 20 years old now, and there are still days where I find it hard to believe that, wow, Jesus died for me. That's crazy, man. Why would Jesus want to die for a person like me, who's literally a nobody, who feels like she's a nobody? Because, like, honestly, I really do feel like I'm a nobody all the time. It's like, there's nothing big has ever really happened to me in my life, so I'm like, why? Like, why? That's my question. Why? And I will say, I know why. It's just some days it's hard to believe that truth. But I always have to remind myself of it, because when I do remind myself of it, I feel such peace about it. And I don't have to question why. So this is not just me rambling and talking to you about it, but this is also like talking to myself about it as well. So and reassuring myself about this. So yeah, it's quite interesting. And filled with just awe and just like wow. Here, let me type it here. Wow. there's no command. Yes, I know there's no command. That's because wow. Or if I can. I'm gonna be just doing some experiments here. Because I do have this like 1 block gap between the mine entrance and the barracks. But if I get rid of this wall, I would have to put like, you know, it'd have to be like at least 2 blocks shorter, and there'd be no windows except for these. Which I mean, wouldn't necessarily be a problem, but I wouldn't be able to start that until here because of this automatic door that I made. This mechanism. Oh jeez. No, we don't want to do that. This mechanism thing is even here. You see the redstone. That's like helped me to control this. Like I can't go past this wall. I can't start till there. Oh no, man. Come on, baby carrot. So it's called a crunch. Oh, there's an Enderman. Here somewhere? He's over there. Hello, guy. Hello, my dude. Yeah, I think I'm still right, and like the only way to expand is to go this way. Which I mean, won't be an issue. I don't think. We'll just have to do some expert water breathing. Jeez, he was walking towards me. That was so creepy. Oh gosh. Okay. I sound like I'm afraid of Enderman. I'm not, but he's just walking towards me. Oh gosh. He's so scary. that the same guy? Okay, I thought there were two for a second there. Yeah, you go stand over there, wishing you could be in water. No, that's not where I wanted you to go. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups. Also thinking at some point in time, like, you know, for this area to be, you know, with some walls around it, make sections down here, but I also like the idea of just having, you know, pillars of water being in an open space, even though they're all in just one single area. But who knows? I may expand the farm area on the top side to, and then, you know, more water pillars will go out this way. There'd just be even more. Just be those, which I think I might actually do. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that once I'm done finishing this wall. Excuse me, sir. Why'd you leave your trash in my home? In my basement? Excuse me, sir. Come pick up your trash. No? Okay. It's now my trash. You want your precious trash, you wouldn't have left it. No, not to do any. Kentucky's behind, you know. Where he's just gone. Went back to the end city and world place. To his family, friends. No. There we go. I don't mind if people will see dirt. I feel like having dirt there is like a warning sign to them. Hey, you're about to hit the surface. Be careful. So, which is why, see, look at that. See, surface. I was right. Guys, aren't I smart? I'm smart. Put it in the comments. And don't you dare say I'm not smart, because I am smart. You guys just don't like me. There's no reason for that to be there. I don't need a for limestone either. sometimes without reform, these things get stuck, so I just leave this little dot right here. I can push them forward. So if I hit them, they're gonna hit me, and I don't want to get hit and die. I'm not ready to die. No one's ready to die. I'm ready to die though. I'm good to die at any given point because I know where I'm going if I do die. Do you know where you're going when you die? Such a serious question. And yes, it is a serious question. And I guess we're going back on the topic of Christianity, and it's not like I was gonna say religion, but like it's not even really a religion, because religion just makes it sound like you have to follow all these rules, and when you're in Christ, there's like, you're not given a set of rules. There's no like law, specialty law that you have to follow, like God's people did back in the Old Testament. Like they had to follow a special law, but because we have Christ, we don't need that law. I've actually been studying this book of Romans for the past, how long? 6 months, I think? Maybe, yeah, 6 months sounds about right. Like, Paul is telling the people of the church in Rome that because of what Jesus did for us on the cross, we don't need to have a special law anymore. We don't need to have these set of rules, because in Christ, like, not saying that there are no rules. Oh geez, this is kind of hard to explain though, to like, how do I explain that? It's like, I have to think about that for a second there. Okay, so Paul tells us in Romans that if we put our, like, you know, the entire gospel is that if we put our faith and trust in Jesus Christ, who died on the cross for us, so that way we wouldn't have to pay death penalty in God's eyes, then we get a free gift of salvation through Jesus Christ, because he gave his life for us. We no longer have to suffer in the way that Jesus suffered for us, if that makes sense at all. I know for some people that's like kind of hard to wrap their brains around, but like in the Gospel of John, which is one of the 4 books that tells Jesus' life here on earth, it's actually one of the most famous verses ever, John 3:16. For God so loved the whole world that he gave his one and only Son, that is Jesus Christ, so that everyone who believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. And that is honestly, you know, those are your rules, basically. If you're thinking of Christianity as having a rule set, your rules to have, like, eternal life is to put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, to believe in him and what he has done for you. That's your rule set. If you had to have rules, those are rules, basically. To believe and trust Jesus Christ. It can't get much simpler than that. Though there are a lot of religions. This is where it differs. Christianity versus religions. Religions, most of them are God or faith and trust in Jesus in Jesus Christ and your faith in Jesus Christ, and then tacking something else on to it in order to have salvation, when that's actually not it. It's not Jesus and, it's Jesus alone. That's what, that's what I believe. It's Jesus alone. You can't do anything else to save yourself from, death. And I'm not saying to you that, because I have Jesus Christ, I'm gonna live forever. That's a yes and no statement. Like, it's a yes and no truth. Yes, I'm going to live forever, but I'm still gonna die here on Earth. And that's kind of like I'll put it this way, as my pastor at my old church said, death rate, 100%. Death rate is 100%. You cannot change the death rate, because everybody on Earth will die one day. And it's true. Not everybody likes it, but it's the truth, and the truth needs to be heard. Anyway, death rate's 100%, but your spirit, depending on what you choose to do in this life, will determine what happens in your afterlife. For some people, nothing's gonna happen, because they didn't believe. I don't know, I feel like I'm going into this really theological thing that I feel like I shouldn't be going into, because I'm confusing myself too. And it's not like confusion is like, oh, I'm doubting my faith, but it's confusion of like how those things work. But like, just because I don't know how they work doesn't mean I don't have faith. So, but I'm wanting to know how they work, and there are people out there who talk about it, how they work, but we actually don't fully know how everything works and how God designed the world until we see Him face to face one day. When Jesus comes back to judge the world, because He is the judge of the world, everything will be made clear. Everything that we find confusing about the world and about Him will be made clear. But the reason why we don't know now is because it's like a challenge for us. It's a challenge for us to, but nope, that's not what I'm doing. It's a challenge. The reason, because let's say you have a math test, and and school gives it to you to see what you've learned so far. By taking the test, you're proving to your teacher what you've learned. And so if the teacher were to give you all the answers before you took your test, what would you have learned? Nothing, really. Because then, if you had the answers to every test, then you wouldn't need to go to school to learn anything, right? Because you would know everything. Or so people would say. The reason why God tests us, but the reason why God doesn't tell us everything is because if we knew everything, we wouldn't need Him. But us to need him. And I mean, we do need him. It's just there are a lot of people out there who don't know that they need him. Or don't even know about him. Don't even know who God is. And there are people who flat out rejected him. And I'm not saying that's okay, because I don't remember exactly where it says in the Bible, but those who, flat out rejected God, who won't accept this gift of salvation, says, no, it's okay, God, I got this, I don't need you. And they will be punished by God's wrath. Not saying that they'll be punished here, but one day they will be. Not saying they'll be punished through karma, because I don't believe there is such a thing as karma. Not saying that bad things happen to good people for no reason. And it seems unfair. I believe it is unfair. But what I do know is fair is that one day justice will happen. There will be justice for people. This world will be judged. And I may not be alive to see Jesus return, but if I am, then yeah, I get to go home early. Sorry, just a second. Do some water work. But I may talk slow because I don't want to say something that's wrong. I don't want people on a different path than what I'm trying to say right now. And I'm not going to force you to listen to me about this. I'm not going to force you to, this is a call to action. You should put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ. Even though I highly encourage you to do so, I'm not going to make you. Because as a Christian, I'm called to live like Jesus did, a holy, perfect life. But I cannot. Only Jesus can be perfect. But my goal is to love like Jesus did, and to be like Jesus did, his attributes, to love one another, and to be kind to those who wrong me, and be kind to those who are mad at me, because I believe in God. And I pray for those who don't believe God, that they might one day believe God. Like, I even had this encounter with my lobotomist who, is that how you pronounce it? The person who, takes blood samples from you, is that a lobotomist? I don't know, I just call it the people at the lab. Anyway, it was like last week, I had to go in for blood work, and so, take blood samples, yada yada yada, check my blood levels for toxins or whatever. And the lobotomist that was doing the blood draws for me, I had a book with me. I had a book, and it was titled Rejoicing in Christ. And so I was reading it in the waiting room because, you know, the lines were long there, especially on a Tuesday. So I was just reading until my name was called. And when I was called back there, I, you know, had the book with me, and so I put it on the chair next to me, and so she offered to put it on the counter next to her because it would, you know, less risk of it falling off and being bored. And then she saw the title of the book. She was gonna have it be face up. But when she saw the title, she flipped it over. And so she said, "I'm just gonna put it like this," and flipped it over. Unless you want to advertise, flipped it back over. But I said, no, no, it's okay. It was her counter, so, like, it was the counter that she was working on. So, like, you know, you can do. I don't care whether it's face up or face down. But I could clearly tell that she was uncomfortable with what I was reading. And so then I told my mentor I was having lunch with later that day, like, you know, yay, we made somebody uncomfortable. And so naturally you would think, you know, you don't really want to make people uncomfortable because the world, like, you know, society today says everybody should live their best life as comfortably as possible. And that's not how a Christian lives it. I will say, my life has never been comfortable. Never has, never will be. And I know that, and it will never become comfortable. Yeah. I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with it not being comfortable because if people, I can, how do I phrase this? If by making people uncomfortable brings them closer to Christ, then I will make people uncomfortable every second of every day of my life. Because I want to see them in heaven one day. I want to see whoever's watching this in heaven one day. And I'll be both really sad and really happy when I'm in heaven, because I'll be sad because, you know, those people that I love, that I shared the gospel with, tried to share the gospel with, aren't there. But I'll be really happy because I'll be with Jesus. And yeah, the llama agrees with me. Just said, yeah. Oops. Nope, that's not. Okay. But, like, I even have, I don't know if I would call her a friend, or, like, call her my classmate, because that's, like, I met her through my class. I'm in a sound production class, and so for the past couple of weeks we've been doing these, like, you know, testing out the equipment for sound and stuff. And so we would go into, like, rooms with, like, closed doors, very few windows and whatnot, to, like, you know, test out the equipment with good sound, so we can make sure we're capturing good sound without it sounding all, like, you know, feedbacky, ringing. Anyway, I met her in this class, and we did this project called Audio Portrait, and that is, like, you know, introducing somebody and, like, having them talk about their work or what they do or what they want to do and stuff like that. So this classmate and I, we interviewed each other, and so I interviewed her about working as a barista in a coffee shop and collected all these coffee shop names. But then she interviewed me about being a student here, being a student at PCC, or Portland Community College. And so I gave her, like, the backstory, and one of the questions that she asked was about dreams for the future. And so I was honest with her that I want to produce a TV show about being a teenager and a Christian, what it's like living in the world as a Christian when you're in high school and middle school, and how, like, especially if you're like really serious about your faith in high school, like, it's scary. I know when I was in high school, I, yes, believed in God, trusted in Jesus Christ, but I didn't take my faith as seriously as I do now. And I can definitely tell, you know, my faith journey has come a long way since I graduated high school. Yeah, but like, I know there are like a lot of people that I have met now who take their faith seriously, and they're in high school and they take their faith seriously, like super seriously, as serious as I do. But in high school, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, even if you're not in high school, it's still hard. It will always be hard. It's not like that's going to change once you graduate high school, or you get baptized, or you pray the prayer. I say with air quotes. You couldn't see my fingers, but I say with air quotes. Like, your life doesn't magically change. For some people, it may happen. Like, I've heard stories of that happening, where like people's lives have just miraculously changed as soon as they accepted Jesus into their life. But like, for me, I prayed the prayer, I say with air quotes, when I was 3 years old. And so if there was a radical change, I don't remember it. I don't remember that radical change. But I'm okay with that, because I'm actually seeing a lot of fruit in my own life right now as it is, and it's changing, you know, the habits that I have. Changing how much time I'm on playing video games or on my phone during the day, rather than spending time with God. Looking at my phone before I spend time with God every day. So like, you know, this morning I turned on my phone before I went and spent some time with Jesus, but that was because I had to answer a text message that someone sent me overnight, and you know, I needed to get back to them right away. So I did that, and then I prayed, spent some time with Jesus this morning. I'll probably spend a little more time with him before I go to bed tonight, because, you know, it's a good capstone in your day. You start your day with Jesus, you end your day with Jesus. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Oh, sorry. Doing math things. Math is hard. Look like I'm gonna do for general education. Anyway. I like even texted a friend this morning after I prayed for her, like, you know, just like, it's hard to memorize scripture, to like keep God's word on your heart all the time, but if there is one verse that you should memorize and have in your heart, it should be Philippians 4:6-7. So Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 and 7, which is, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, through prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your mind in Christ Jesus. So it's basically, this is another letter that was written by Paul, the Apostle Paul. And he was saying, like, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't be anxious about your day or anything that you do. But when you do, like, you know, tell God about your anxiousness and your anxiety. And yeah, just like be honest with God about it. Don't try to hide it. That's really one of the things God wants from us, is honesty. And it's hard to be honest. Especially about hard things in life, it's hard to be honest about a lot of things. I know for me, it was really hard to be honest about sexual morality sin. It's very hard to be honest about that straightforward with a lot of people. But as I started telling more about it, like I began to have peace with it. It doesn't mean that the sin's gone away. No, it still bothers me on a day-to-day basis. Like even today, it bothered me a lot that I was just like, I'm gonna, I'm not gonna give in to this temptation. And I'm gonna rest, knowing that God has my back. He's got this. So yeah. Once I finish up this floor area, I'm looking at time right now. I think we may switch over to Splatoon after I finish this floor area. Anyway, I know for some people this conversation may have bothered them, but like, if you have questions, hop into a live stream when I'm actually streaming and ask me the hard questions. I can't promise I will answer all your questions, but, and just because I can't answer your questions doesn't mean that I'm not a Christian. I don't have to know everything in order to be a Christian. I don't have to have everything right in order to be a Christian. Neither do you. That is something that God's been teaching me a lot lately. I don't have to be right. I don't have to be right about everything. If I forget things time to time about, like, what happened in the past, Jesus' life, like, it's no big deal. But, like, read your Bible, read the Bible, learn from the Israelites' mistakes in the past, in the Old Testament, and learn. Take it to heart. Remember what God has called you to do, too, because that's also important. Excuse me, that was a really good one. Tough stuff. But yeah, anyway, I keep getting off track, and I'm like brain. I tend, when I play video games, I tend to like stay silent. I don't usually talk to myself unless I'm napping about something in Minecraft or Stardew Valley. But like, so if I go into like silent periods when I'm playing by myself, like that's just me being a natural human being and the person that I am goes silent. But I will always try to get back on track to what I'm talking about and just monologue about things. So anyway, yeah. You're the one trainer outside. I'm sure you guys can hear them too. will say about this like whole Castle Wizards Tower project that I've been doing. Like, no, it originally started out as just me wanting to build, and I actually like my original spawn was in a savannah area. I'm pretty sure in this world it was in a savannah area. And so after a while of being just surrounded by savannah trees, I was like, I want to go somewhere new. And so I took what I did and set out onto an adventure. And I came to this spot for this, like, what looked like this tower of dirt and stone. It was just sitting there. I was like, I want to build my house. Like, I want to build around it and like enclose it and make it into a house. And that's what I did. It's not exactly what I thought it would look like, but it looks a lot better than it did before. Definitely did not look like a floating island anymore. That was the wrong way. Okay. If they both come back up, they'll stop at one point and then I'll get back on track. I might have stopped down there. Oh, not really good. Interval of 10 count. That's how I have these three organized. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. Intervals of 10. Probably could have added a fourth one there, but that's okay. Yep. Practically perfect in everything. Let's see. You stuck, mister? Yes, you are. Don't worry, we got you. Yeah, sometimes you just get stuck. Okie dokie. Let's drop that. We'll put this though into here. And this. Okay. Alrighty, friends. Who's watching on the VOD, or if you're watching now, I can't see who's actually watching right now. So we're gonna save and quit. And we're just gonna switch on over Splatoon. So we'll be right back. Also be here, but I'm just gonna show the be right back screen because that's just easier. I just need to find the cartridge for it. Things up. We're gonna stop the music in just a second. Fade it out for y'all. This window here. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Also need to switch my monitor over. Need to reconnect my controller, so give me just a second, you guys. Okay. See if this works. There we go. Okay. Switch back to gameplay. Oh, my Minecraft's still working. Hold on. 1 second, everybody. That's my bad. Y'all. Switch over to gameplay. There we go. Now you can see it. You can see this. This is wonderful. Alright. Let's do some... Oh yes, I also have Minecraft on my Switch. Don't mind me. We're gonna play some Splatoon on my regular account. I'm gonna continue eating my branch with my pretzels. Because it's so good. I did realize yesterday, as I was trying to decide what to... Okay, you can hear... I can control here. That down there. That there. Anyway, I was trying to figure out what to stream today, if I was going to stream. Maybe there's a Splatfest going on. I saw that it ended. I was like, oh well. That's okay though. Right, I usually play on Turf War. So that's like, you know, that's my specialty. Turf War is a specialty. Later. Here we go. am a brush main. I am a little out of practice, so oops, that's the wrong button. As you can see, I am totally out of practice. Okay. I'm gonna put my mic a little closer to me because I'm kind of like leaning back in my chair. So I'm a little further away from the mic, but hopefully you can still hear me pretty good. So, do that. You can hear me chewing, that's my bad, I'm sorry. I'm just... Snacker. Haha. That's pretty good company. I got pretty far though. So I think, yeah. Just need to go cover up that stage. I didn't. Go away. Leave me alone. I'm doing nothing wrong, just putting up paint. There's nothing illegal about that. We did pretty good that game. Oh yeah, we won. Boom. Everybody applaud. Congratulate the team. Well done, well done. I will turn the game down just a tad. Okay. I think that was a pretty good game. I think it was pretty good. on the other team. I love that. As I'm playing this, I'm kind of like thinking through, like, you know, what the Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna do, like if they're gonna make like a Splatoon 4. I'm very curious about that. I mean, for this last year, the last like, you know, big Splatfest updates of the game. Oh no. Oh, thank you, Yemi. Like, you know, that was, you know, the last one. And so, like, you know, all the idols were there and everything. And so, like, will they do another one of those? I don't know. Okay, I'll take the trade. It'd be kind of odd if they did. To me, at least. I don't know. I'd be a little surprised if they made a Splatoon 4. But, like, what kind of weapons would they add, too? Well, because they added the katanas to this one. That was, like, the new weapon. The new type, that is. Like, I don't know. I'm saying it. I'm curious. I'm also, like, why? Oh, no! Okay, that was the gift, and I was gonna die there. Well, we have somebody here. Okay. Like, what would they add? That's like a question that I'm holding. And will forever have. Like, what weapons would they add? Like, there has to be some sort of, like, Japanese weapon that I'm not even thinking about that exists. Like, I didn't even think that a katana existed until this game. So I'm not cultured very much. I don't know very many other cultures around. So, like, you know, maybe Japan has all sorts of different weapons. That's not just katanas. Who knows? All in all, I'd be surprised if they made a Splatoon 4, let alone a Splatoon 5. Because they did Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3 for the Nintendo Switch. That was all within 5 years? 4 years? 5 years of each other? Let's see. I'm curious. Let me Google this really quick. I'm gonna press stop. So, not Solar, Splatoon 2 release date. Splatoon 2 was released on July 21st, 2017. And Splatoon 3 was released September 9th, 2022. So that's 5 years distance from each other. And so we are 3 years into having a Splatoon 3. So in 2 years, or in a year, they could announce Splatoon 4. If there is gonna be one. If they're gonna keep in the consistency of, you know, 5-year span of things. I was like, what just happened to the TV? It was like, nope, that's just part of it. The animation. Like, that still, like, brings up my question, like, What are they gonna do? What would be the new feature they add? What would be the new story line? Just let that sit with you for a moment. What would they do? What would they do? I don't know what they would do. Oh no. I only have a few pretzels left. I'm gonna finish those. Those. Oh no. I don't know, man. It's a big question to ask. I think. Like, what would they add to a Splatoon 4? Because, I mean, the Octo expansion released a year after Splatoon 2, and there was no expansion for Splatoon 3, because basically everything in the game is the expansion. Or, no. The, hold on. Like, this place was part of, and this place and Side Order was the expansion for this game. Oh, hello. That was the expansion for Splatoon 3. So, like, what would they do for an expansion for Splatoon 4? I don't know. This is why I don't, like, come up with ideas for games. I come up with ideas for movies and TV shows, and that's it. Oh, dude, you're snazzy. I like your Sea Lily hat. Okay. Looking at time, coming up on 2 hours in about 15-ish minutes. I think after we do 2 more games and my gotcha roll over here, I think we'll be done with the night. So, let's see. Do I have a thing going? I do. Okay. What is this? What do I have? Get stuff. Ooh, I got a sticker. I'm gonna put that on my splash tag. Or no, it's a sticker, not a badge. Never mind. I can't have that anymore because I'm not a Tentacate Splattershot user. I'm not that. I'm not doing that anymore. I'll do that. Oh yes, I am positive deity of destruction. I'm gonna keep that though. I do like that. Do I want to change the background though? Oh, stickers are things. That's that sounds really awkward. We'll do this. Get the silent background. Okay. We'll do 2 more rounds, and then we'll end the stream. Sorry, someone just texted me on Discord. In response to a question I asked earlier, I'm like, I don't know what that means, guy. So, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Get him! Okay. Sweet. I'll take the trade. Infiltrated your base. It's not like I tried to kill you. For real though, it's not like I tried to kill you. I didn't. Ended up not killing you, actually. Be grateful for that. Spared you. Oh no. Okay. Good thing I was back here. We're just gonna... Ow. Oh, same guy too. Okay. Go ahead. Oh no! Oh gosh. Okay. Pull out this bad boy. Oh, so close. Okay. Let's go. 2%. Or 1.5%, I should say. Let's go. Applause. Applause for everybody. Well done. Well done, yellow team. Well done. Yeah, for sure. Next time we stream, we'll definitely be playing this again. You know, you gotta get that trigger finger going and happy. Trigger happy. I have like set up this game within Tears of, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I have my own version of a randomizer that doesn't involve a mod. Like it's, randomizer vanilla, what I would like to call it. So I have my own, like, set of rules and, like, these wheels to spin and everything. So I may do that next time I stream. Um, but the last time I tried to do the randomizer, it took me a lot longer than, like, 2 hours. So I need to find, like, time where I don't have, like, just 2 hours to stream it. I have, like, 4 or 5 hours. So I can actually complete it. And not stop halfway through. But, like, talking about the randomizer, then, like, you got the way I have, like, these wheels, like, dice rolls set up. Like, you have your main quest. You have to complete at least one main quest, which means you have to complete one of the main dungeons. Which I may not actually do. Now that I'm thinking about it, if I want to have, like, the randomizer be short and sweet, I may not do that deal. Like, it's all randomized, customizable. I do have, like, a wild card one where, like, there's a lot of random themes on it and whatnot. So, you could get, like, a main quest that you have to complete, but, like, you don't, I'm probably not gonna keep, like, the main quest wheel be a thing. Anyway, you got that wheel, that'll probably take away. You got your side quests that you have to spin at least twice. You got your shrines that you have to spin at least twice. Items to collect, meals to cook, monsters to defeat. Okay, we're good. Monsters to defeat. Okay. And a bunch of other things that go on with it. I wouldn't exactly show you the spins, but I do have this, like, little, like, stream element thing set up where, like, I can type it into the thing and have it shown on screen, so we can keep track of, like, what exactly we're doing and what our goals are. And then, if, like, I played it once with a friend, so we were gonna race to see who would finish it first, but then we both never ended up finishing. But I completed the most goals first before, like, our time together ran up. So I technically won that race, but excuse me, I have the burpees now. This out again. Just whacking away. I'm gonna be chased. Know it! Okay. But yeah, we can just, like, time myself to see how long it would take. I have live split set up on my computer too, so we can do that. Oh no. Okay. Definitely, probably did not win this game. So, yeah. If I had time tonight, we could have done it. Yeah, I definitely lost that game. But yeah, I don't have time tonight. I would like to go to bed early tonight, but I am so tired. And I have some stuff I need to get done tomorrow that I would like to have energy for, but yeah. Alrighty, friends. You're watching the VOD. Thanks for watching the VOD. I really appreciate it. It was awesome of you to watch my VOD. Just playing by myself and listening to me podcast and talking about my faith and stuff, and yeah. Okay, friends. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys later. Okay. For real now. Bye, you guys.